Now let's look at designing and equipping the physical facilities. Design requirements can sometimes be challenging. Physical facilities should be of adequate size and accommodation, but you don't want them larger than you need, and you certainly don't want them more luxurious than you need. Some things to consider when choosing a building are its age and condition, fire hazards, the heating and air conditioning, lighting and restroom facilities, and entrances and exits. The ideal building should meet the functional requirements of the business. It should also project the appropriate image to customers and the public. When it comes to equipment, most small business owners choose to buy versus lease. When business owners were asked if they preferred to buy or lease, just over 10% said that they either usually or always lease, while 23% said they usually purchase, and 63% said they always purchase the equipment. And the most common reasons were that overall they felt it was cheaper and they could treat the equipment however they wished, and they liked the fact that it was theirs until they decided to get rid of it. If you have a business that requires equipment, you're going to be looking at either general purpose equipment or special purpose equipment. General purpose equipment would be acquired by low volume job lot producers filling non-repetitive orders with specialized requirements. For a new and different order, for example, a machine shop lathe could be set up with different tooling from that used on the previous order. Special purpose equipment is designed to serve specialized functions in the production process, produce low labor costs, and create a high hourly output. But special purpose equipment also has limited resale value. Purchase of special purpose equipment rather than general purpose equipment would typically be justified in cases in which a high volume operation was assured. Large volume production is necessary to justify investment in special purpose equipment. The equipment cost can then be spread over many units of production so that the per unit cost is minimized. Most businesses don't buy specialized equipment unless they know they're going to at least make their money back on it and hopefully make a profit. If your business requires that you have a retail store, what you're going to be looking at are the display racks, sales counters, where you're going to put your cash registers or POS systems. And then you're also going to pay special attention to the image of the business. Do you want it to have a luxurious feel or a utilitarian feel? What will the customer furnishings be like? What do you want the lighting to be like? How do you want your displays to be set up? If your business requires you to have an office set up and hold a bunch of office equipment like computers and phones, filing cabinets, you want to make sure that the area is set up for that it can actually support those kind of electrical requirements as well. In the past several years, there's been a boom in locating startups in an entrepreneur's home. You're probably already familiar with the definition of a home-based business, but it's basically a business that maintains its primary facility in the residence of the owner. Home-based businesses are attractive to a lot of entrepreneurs because of the low startup and overhead costs. It's also convenient for family and to maintain their lifestyle. And the advances in office equipment allows home-based businesses to compete with commercial sites. There are many different reasons why entrepreneurs choose to base their business out of their home. For about 36%, their business is a part-time income for them. It's a second job, and so they don't want to have to pay for an off-site location to get their business started. For about 18%, their home business is actually their primary business. Some entrepreneurs choose to start a home-based business because they want to be their own boss, about 21%. For 12%, they start a home-based business because of their family responsibilities. For many, especially those with a family, it can be challenging to have a home-based business. First of all, there's the business image that you want to maintain. It can be difficult to maintain a professional image in a home environment. And then also there's the family and business conflict. There has to be observation by family members that you have to keep regular business hours, and you have to be able to establish some kind of spatial boundary within your home that's specific to your work, and you have to be able to create a place where you can avoid distractions. For a lot of people who start home-based businesses, family members feel like, well, if you're home, then you're not working and it's hard for them to separate their work life from family life. This is the end of part 2 for chapter 9. You can now proceed to part 3.